How are you, YouTube? This is Sergio. Guys, today I thought about tell you my story and explain to you guys why I do my videos in certain specific way. And yes, I'm driving, but the cell phone is strapped into the wheel with a special device, and I'm gonna show you a picture. You can get it on eBay, by the way. It's really cool for using a GPS, okay? Anyway, my friends, I was born in Cuba, 1984. Cuba is a different country than the USA in all aspects. It's a poor country. The political system is not capitalism, it's communism. So get this in your mind, get it. The police there is not to protect the people. The police there is to protect the government. It's PNR, which means National Revolutionary Police. It's only to protect the government interest. The government doesn't care if you fight. If you fight and it's bad enough, they stop you. But they mostly don't care, okay? Anyway, when I was 7 years old, and I remember like it was today, there was this guy who had a lot of fighting experience. The guy, I would say, was a bully. The guy invited me to fight because we had an argument. We were little kids, but again, kids in Cuba are not like we are here. We played baseball. We didn't have Nintendo, PlayStation at that time. It was really hard. I could say at that time in Cuba, maybe there were only 3 video games in the whole place, in the whole country. So now you get 7-year-old people, 7-year-old kids, extremely fit, used to fight, okay? And in Cuba, there is this thing. If you don't fight somebody, you're gonna be called a coward. If you're gonna be called a coward, the ladies are not gonna look for you forever. I mean, people, it's like they don't forget. If you are called a coward once, at least in my time that I was there, the other people are always gonna try to show that you are a piece of shit. And they always gonna try to be on top of you. So you have to stand up for yourself. The police is not gonna do it. The word bully in Cuba doesn't exist. That concept, we don't have it. So we have people that fight and people who are scared. If you run away, there is not so many places that you can go, because most likely there is just one school in your place, 1, 2, or 3 work areas, so you have no place to hide. In the school, the teachers are gonna try to break the fights, but from the fence outside the school, if you fight, it's not the problem. Your parents come to the school, they talk to the director or the principal, and you have a problem with a kid, the director is gonna be the first one to tell your kid to stand up for himself. It's not a victim society in that aspect. Well, anyway, going back to the fight, this guy had a lot more experience than I had. He punched me 2 times in my forehead. For the first time, I understood what in the cartoons we had stars. I saw stars the first time. I tried my best to fight him, but he was so strong. So he told me, next year I'm gonna be waiting for you on the door because you dare to fight back. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna keep fighting you. So my dad, when he found out, he took his belt off because he wanted me to win. He hit me with the belt and told me, you have to go and fight again, and you have to win this time. So we went to this kid's house. I called him out. I told him that we needed to fight again. We did. This time I won, but he told me next year this is going to continue. I was scared. I won't lie to you. I was scared as hell. Luckily enough, I saw for the first time the Bloodsport movie from Jean-Claude Van Damme. I thought that was what I needed, so I enrolled in karate. I trained karate in the vacations, going from 2nd grade to 3rd grade. Cuba, you train 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. It's almost like a professional. When I went back, the guy was waiting for me at the door like he promised me. So we fight this time, and of course, I won. Because by that time I was already doing sparring karate, so my timing was better. I was able to block the punches. I countered with what I had, the yakosuki. In case you don't know what's a yakosuki, it's like a cross, but you have to do certain twist with your hand. And in karate, you mostly do it to the chest. And in a sports event, you don't do it to the face. Anyway, Again, get it. You have to fight to the point that some kids they will get you into a headlock, and if you don't know how to get out of there, you will faint. You will go lights out, that's for sure. So anyway, I keep training karate. Occasionally I had a fight or two. People were always from that point on careful of me. Some people wanted to fight me. When they see me in my karate stance, you will see the people around the circle saying, be careful, he knows karate, be careful, he knows karate, get into grappling with him, get into grappling with him. And let me tell you, I had nothing in karate to defend myself against a grappling. Once they closed the gap, I was another guy fighting. But I had the cardio, the stamina, I had the reflexes from karate that helped me out to overcome that situation. So the stuff that they teach me in karate that didn't work on the street, I would like throw it away, because my reputation, my security was on the line. I couldn't go and do a shitty technique that didn't work. So in my channel, what I teach is what I have tested through my experience, not through somebody else. The teacher might go and tell me, sir, you did this block, but if that block was slow enough because of my biceps or whatever, I couldn't do it on the street, so I would try to find a way. And I think that's what martial art has lost. They get set on a stone, they don't let you change, and at the end it is you who is losing, not your teacher. You have to test this stuff for yourself, and that's what I tell you guys. The video I did with Aikido and Wing Chun, in the case of Wing Chun has a lot of potential, but for the street. But as per Aikido, let me tell you, in my place there were Aikido guys. They would try all the techniques possible to avoid the fight. But when you, at least in my country, the one I had the most experience in Cuba, when you start saying, I don't want to fight you, they start calling you a coward, a pussy. They call you that everywhere, in front of everybody. You have to defend yourself. So when these guys try to pull all the fancy technique, they will whoop the floor with them because they didn't train realistic. Yes, the martial art aspect was really nice. The techniques did work on the dojo, but on the street, based on the experience, the guy that went to school with me, they were like bad. I mean, they were beat up, and not from just one school. I met a lot of people. Go and check Cuba. The martial arts are really strong. The schools, you may see in a school 80, 90 people. There was nothing else to do. So this is my story. When I first met the guy who teach me my first Kung Fu style, Rainier, I was already a black belt. So when I went to fight him, he destroyed me. I begged him to show me what he knew. He went with me from that point forward and taught me privately for 3 years the Kung Fu style that he knew. He showed me the form, he showed me everything, but we were always looking for practical application, because if something didn't work, we will pay with our reputation, we will pay with blood, and after that everybody was going to try to test it on you. I remember one fight I had when I was already old, like 17 years old. This guy had already failed 2 years in a row. We used to call him the Cyclone. In English means the hurricane. So this guy was older than me, physically stronger than me. At that time I used to be 136 pounds. Anyway, when he was fighting me, I was trying to, he threw me punches, I would block the punches, throw a punch to the chest, a back fist to the face, a push side kick, and I was told before, no, a front side kick or push side kick will put him on the floor. Stuff that our masters told us that it would work, and didn't work this specific way on the street, because unfortunately street fights are brutal, and that's what the people who don't train, don't spar for real, don't get it. Let me tell you this again, street fights are brutal. The adrenaline destroys the intelligent part of the brain, and what it goes after you is an animal, it's not a person. Well, at the end, I was able to grab this guy's hand. I did a takedown. Unfortunately for him, he landed on a big hole with water. He get all dirty. Everybody was looking at the fight. Everybody started laughing at him. 2 days later, he came at me and he asked me, Sergio, I apologize. Let's keep this problem outside. Let's not fight anymore. I said, okay, that's fine. And I asked him, brother, when we were fighting and I was doing the punch to your chest and the back fist to your face, do you feel anything? And he told me, Sergio, I just felt pressure. I was feeling more damage with your blocks. Actually, my hand is still swollen. It's big and with bruises that from the punches. What really destroyed me was a takedown. And I had another fight and I was told from my karate instructor and even my kung fu instructor that a side kick will stop anyone. And I agree, a side kick to the face might do it. But this guy was over 6 foot tall. He came running at me. I did a side kick. And I have a lot of witnesses that are even on this Facebook, so you guys know. I threw a side kick. He went back like 4 steps. Came back. Another side kick to the rib cage. Nothing. He tried to grab me. So I took the head, moved the head down. Where the head goes, the body follows. So people came. I told him, guys, hold them out because I don't want to fight him. But I threw my best 2 side kicks to the chest and to the rib cage. And you know what? At that point, nothing happened. Couple of days later, I talked to this guy. His name is Pedro. By the way, he's now a doctor, one of the best doctors. He had 2 bruises. He told me the pain came after the kicks. And this is what people don't get it. When they are training and they don't train in a realistic way, and I am not telling you that you have to go with your sparring partner like to kill, but you do have to put some reality to the training. Pad up, train hard. And anyway, that's my story, and that's why I have a big focus with reality, because there were many stuff that were taught to me from my teacher that didn't work for me on the street, regardless of how many times I practiced it. So in my opinion, everything or mostly is in the person and the training. But guys, keep it in mind. You have to stay training and you have to stay realistic, okay? That's everything for today. I know it's a long video. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you guys get the message and take care, okay? Bye.